Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome back to Small Talk. Just a quick review and a quick update what to expect this week, towards the end of the week, and what to expect next week with the stock market and how the economy is looking and what's going on with the labor market and what's going to take place with the monetary policy. Stock market was acting very crazy. It was up and down throughout the day, not deciding which way to go. And I guess the reason being was because it had quite a few things in the pipeline that the market was waiting for. So once the job report came out this morning, of course, it kind of disappointed the investors. The number of job opening in July fell to approximately 7.18 million, its lowest level since September of 2020. ADP National Employment Report shows the private sector added 54,000 jobs in August, and it was also missing economists' expectation and signaling a significant slowdown in hiring. Economists were expecting at least 60,000 jobs being added in the private sector, which would have kind of made them more comfortable. So 54,000 isn't too bad. It's not too far from the expectation, but still it's lower than it was expected. Weekly jobless claims also increased. The advanced figure for seasonally adjusted initial claims was 237,000 for the week ending on August 30th, up from the previous week. Official government job report non-farm payroll, the highly anticipated report for August 2025 is scheduled for tomorrow, September 5th at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is going to give us more clear indication of which way the job market is going. I mean, from the reports that we've gotten so far, it does show that we have weakening labor market, and it's not, something that, economists appreciate. However, it does increase our chance of rate cut in September. Economists expect job growth to be around $75,000 and unemployment rate to tick up to 4.3% as far as the JOLTS, the non-government job, non-farm payroll is concerned. Impact on monetary policy could be huge depending on the report. The ongoing labor market weakness could influence the Federal Reserve decisions making on interest rate, with market expectations increasing rate cut at the September meeting. So with all these job reports, and if tomorrow job report, which is non-farm payroll, if that comes below the expectation, then that is going to increase the rate cut chances in September, which I feel like a Federal Reserve is ready to cut the rate in September, 25 basis points at least. But if the job reports look even worse, then that could impact the decision for maybe higher rate cut, maybe more than 25 basis points. But even right now, I think market is expecting 96% expectation of 25 basis points rate cut in September meeting. The next FOMC meeting is July 16th and 17th, and that is going to decide whether Federal Reserve is ready to cut the rates or not. Some of the stocks that I really want to mention that have been on my radar, sometimes the stock market really doesn't make any sense to me because a company could have a very good news and the stock would plunge. For example, this morning, Neonode Inc. It's the ticker symbol is NEON, Neon. They closed a $20 million worth of lawsuit this morning. They actually settled the case, which is supposed to be a good news for the market, for the stock, but stock plunged 78% this morning. It went all the way, I think, from $29 to like $3. So in my personal opinion, that stock is a buy at these levels. Not a personalized financial advice. Of course, you can make your own decisions, but I think where the stock is right now, I think it closed a little over $6. Where the stock is right now, I think it could go anywhere between $10 to $13 in the coming few days because it has plunged so much, and I don't understand why. Because when you settle a case which is ongoing, it should be good news for the stock, not a bad news for the stock. But sometimes stock and these investors, their mindset and how they're thinking and processing doesn't make any sense to me. The other thing I want to bring up is Uber. Uber has closed their $300 million deal with Lucid that I made a video about a few weeks ago, that Uber has signed a contract with Lucid to provide 20,000 FSD, full self-driving vehicles. Those are their minivans that they have wanted to get and have a fleet of their own, so they don't have to deal with the drivers who are driving Uber. And that deal is officially closed as of today. And as a result, I think Uber and Lucid should have both gone up, because now that's a done deal. The agreement has been signed, and they're closing the deal. But Uber and Lucid both are down today. So Lucid fell 8% after they closed the deal, and Uber is also down to $92, I believe, the last time I checked. So these are the good buying opportunities, in my opinion, because Lucid, if it fell 8% with this deal being closed, I think there's a very well chance that Lucid will go up, and of course Uber will go up. Uber, I don't have any problem with. Lucid has been struggling lately, and I think it was a very good news for Lucid for them to be partnering with Uber. And now the deal is closed, stock plunged 8%. Could be a very good buying opportunity for those who want to buy on Lucid. Again, not a personalized financial advice, of course. Do your own due diligence. The other stock, of course, you all know that I cannot close my video without talking about Tesla. Tesla has been having lots of news lately. Elon Musk made an announcement yesterday that the 85% of Tesla's growth is going to come from autonomous robots. Those of you who don't know what autonomous is, it's Elon Musk's robot company, and he's trying to implement his AI robots into his Tesla Model Y and some of the newer version of models, and into his full self-driving vehicles. Tesla Robotaxi app has been launched on Apple App Store, and it's allowing public users to join waitlist for autonomous ride-hailing services. By using that app, people can manage the full self-driving. Once it's up and running, of course, they can manage the entertainment, they can manage the internal temperature by using that app. So it's actually on the Apple App Store, and you can be on, and for people to use, to be on the wait list. China delivered on, I'm talking about Tesla now. China deliveries increased by 83,190, sorry, China delivered 83,192 vehicles in August, making Tesla best wholesale month of the year, a 22.5% jump from July. So Tesla's China sales have increased significantly. Also, Tesla's Turkey sales exploded, with 8,730 Model Y units were sold in Turkey, and 86% increase, making Tesla the country's second best-selling auto brand. That's significant. So it went up 22.5%. The sales went up 22.5% in June, compared to July. In August compared to July. And in Turkey, it went up 86% compared to July, which is significant and it's huge. And I think the main reason why the sales are going up, if you watch my videos regularly, you do realize that I had mentioned this before, that before October 30, I think it's November 31st, when their tax credit ends. So I think that's why most people are buying Model Y, because their tax credit is going to go away towards the end of, I think it's October, or maybe it was September 31st. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Just fact check me on that. I forgot the date. And I think that's why the sales have gone up so much in Turkey. Particularly 86% rise is not just for no reason. Of course, people are looking to get that tax credit. But in either way, this quarter, Tesla's report is going to look very good. The earning report, I think that's going to give Tesla a boost, Tesla stock a boost, of course. Safety on Tesla, obviously, still requires in robotaxi, safety. It's still a concern for Tesla, because they still need monitors. They still require safety monitors, still required in robotaxis, as Tesla's FSD system remains level 2 autonomy, and it does require a human oversight. It has also expanded Austin service area to 190 square miles. Now it includes Austin, Texas airport area as well, and then one other gigafactory airport that they have included into their FSD or robotaxi service area. I don't remember the name of that. So those are the things that are taking place in Tesla world. And as Elon Musk had initially suggested that by the end of the year, Tesla robotaxi is going to be at least to the half of the United States. That includes Florida, Colorado, Texas, and California. So everybody is looking forward to it. End of the year isn't that far away. It's only a few months away, and then everybody is just holding tight. The stock market and analysts have made an average price target for Tesla $309, which is a little bit less than where it is right now. But of course, once the robotaxi is up and functional, then of course the price is going to be higher. Also, Tesla is still facing the regulatory problems. California requires an initial license for Tesla in order for it to drive in California area as far as the FSD robotaxi is concerned. Also, Austin is doing some investigation on highway mistakes that robotaxi might have made. So they're just that ongoing investigation. Once that's clear and done, then hopefully Tesla and Elon Musk will attain the regulatory permission in Austin, Texas as well. So what do I think going into next week? So tomorrow is the JOLTS report. It's very important to see if the job report comes close to what analysts are expecting. And if the job report comes closer to or cooler, then of course there is a guarantee that a rate cut is going to most likely happen. And if the rate cut happens, that is going to give boost to stock market, of course, and some of the stocks that are related to mortgage and home buyings, those stocks will run. For example, Open Door is one of the stocks that I've been monitoring very closely. I think once the rate cut takes place, which is next, not too far, it's on September 16th, 17th. After that, I think Open stock is going to run. It's already on a meme mode anyway to begin with. It has been going up significantly. And also, it's going to, rate cut is going to give market a boost because those people who are waiting on the sideline and they're afraid to invest all their money into the market, they will go ahead and throw money in the market because rate cut means Fed printing more money, and Fed printing more money means lower, easy access to funds, and then easy access to fund means more investing in the market, which puts the buying pressure, and ultimately it makes the market run higher. And I can't wait till this happens. Is it good for the economy? Absolutely not. Printing money is always horrible and bad for the economy. And if you haven't watched my video, please check my videos on banking, currency, and finance. I have made a series of videos which explains why printing money is bad for the economy and why it causes inflation. And inflation means rate hike. And then again, so this vicious cycle just keeps on going. But in the short term, at least once the Fed cuts the rates, new money is printed, there's inflow of cash in the banking industry. People borrow money at the lower rate. It gives a boost to the housing market. It gives a boost to the economy, gives a boost to the stock market, and ultimately everybody feels wealthy. But deep down, I'm not sure if that's the kind of wealth that you want, because ultimately we, as a common man, and our children will have to pay the price of this whole vicious cycle in the form of inflation. But anyways, that's the topic for a different video. I just wanted to do a brief update. Am I bullish? Absolutely. In the short term, I'm very bullish on Tesla, on Uber, on the stock market in general, and on the housing market if the Fed cuts the rate, which in my opinion, they should and they would cut rates. Whether it'll be 25 basis points or 50 basis points, that's up to them. If they will listen to me, I would say do a 50 basis points rate cut the first month, and then maybe 25, and then take it from there depending on what the data suggests. But again, Federal Reserve has a mind of their own. So we'll leave it to Jerome Powell to do his job the right way. I hope this video helps. Please give my video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until next one, take care, be safe, go out and make some money.